A combination of hot and humid created storms that left a mess behind at Spiritwood Lake Campground. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Krista Boehm. The combo stirred up storms and created high winds that knocked down trees during a Saturday at the lake in Spiritwood. A thank you to Karen Haas for sharing these photos with us. But let's go to meteorologist Lisa Green to check in with the latest on these storms. Lisa?
Thank you, Krista. We still have severe weather in the valley. In fact, a severe storm trying to make its way into the FM metro area tonight. This storm is the one that did cause the damage over at Spiritwood Lake. Since then, we've seen some wind gusts in the Valley City area greater than 60 miles per hour, where they also had 1-inch diameter hail. And as it passed through Valley City, a 56-mile-per-hour gust. And this is continuing eastward at about 45 miles per hour toward the FM metro. As we put this into motion, you can see it is basically moving eastward, but there is a little bit of a southerly component to it that we're keeping an eye on here. But again, this storm looking like it's still producing quite a bit of strong wind. In addition to that, a lot of lightning strikes showing up on our lightning detection here with this storm. And we could also be seeing some large hail, 1 inch in diameter with this too. So currently passing right over the Castleton area, and this does extend down now into Ransom County, where that severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 10:45 tonight for northern Ransom, parts of southeastern Barnes, much of Cass County, and northwestern Richland County as this storm continues eastward. Expanding the view, there is another storm in northwest Minnesota that's pushing into Roseau County that's producing some lightning and some heavy rain associated with that too. But that's about it that we've got going on right now. That one severe storm that's impacting many areas. We have that into the southeastern part of North Dakota, rather. We have the severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 1 a.m. for tonight for much of eastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. So more storms possible, though we are seeing mainly just a couple of more intense storms out there tonight. A lot of places not being impacted. What we all will be impacted by, though, is a cold front moving through, bringing us some cooler air for the second part of our weekend. I'll have full details on that and our storm possibilities coming up in just a few minutes.
The heat created challenges for firefighters in New Rockford, where 2 were treated for heat exhaustion or dehydration after a blaze destroyed a newspaper building. In New Rockford, North Dakota, that's about an hour north of Jamestown in Eddy County. Smoke and flames could be seen at quite a distance around 1 this afternoon when someone walking by noticed smoke from the attic. Crews were able to save a connecting business building. The cause is undetermined until a fire marshal can come in on Monday. Sanford tells us as of 6 tonight, they did not have anyone come in for any heat-related issues. With such a high heat index, many are opting out of outdoor activities. Cowboy Up riders were uneasy about coming out to McLeod for this year's event. It usually boasts anywhere from 400 to 450 riders for the 15-mile ride. But they had roughly 120 for fear that it would be one of the hottest days of the year. But for those who were willing to sweat it out, plenty of water was available to keep both the horses and the riders cool.
There's windmills, water tanks out there and where they're riding, so they're going to get plenty of water, and they're not running. It's just a slow walk.
The Cowboy Up ride raises money for the Roger Maris Cancer Center, with this year's ride focusing on children with cancer. And police are investigating an alleged overnight stabbing that left one person with 2 wounds in the arm in Crookston. Police responded to a call just before 5:30 this morning, and when they arrived, officers found the victim with 2 stab wounds that were not serious. The victim provided a brief description of a suspect, but there has not been an arrest. Anyone with any information is asked to call Crookston Police at 218-281-3111. A reminder about the dangers of distracted driving after a family of 3 was sent to the hospital after rolling their van on I-94. The Minnesota State Patrol says the mother was driving and got distracted reaching for a CD near Downer, Minnesota. The vehicle went off the road and rolled. A few people driving pulled over to help. The mother and her 9- and 13-year-old sons had to be pulled from the van. All 3 were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A group called the Sioux Were Silenced announced a rally in support of retaining North Dakota as an option on the ballot for UND, and in opposition to the leadership of President Robert Kelly. Members of the group say say the rally is a call for the immediate resignation of the president. The rally is set for next Saturday, August 22nd in University Park. The public is invited to attend. A classic has withstood the test of time. The sweet delights they have served for years at the Dairy Queen. But you can't find these treats everywhere. And as we've come to know, there is only one Dairy Queen that still makes them right here in Moorhead. NBC's Harry Smith traveled to Moorhead this week to check it out.
We hold this truth to be self-evident. Man, do we love ice cream. A drippy cone on a summer's day, that is the pursuit of happiness.
Thing of beauty, I think.
Yeah, it is.
At the Dairy Queen in Moorhead, Minnesota, they've made a declaration of independence. They still serve the stuff the corporation put an end to. Like the dearly departed raspberry soda or the oh-so-awesome Banana Supreme.
Yeah.
Troy DeLeon and his wife Diane bought the business 20 years ago from the people who started up here in 1949. Their old contract allows them to flout authority.
Do you get any blowback from corporate headquarters?
We haven't yet, no.
Troy says if they did come by, they might learn a thing or two.
I'd say how to run a business.
From March to October, there's almost always a line. The portions tend to be a little larger and the price is cheaper than the corporate stores. Regulars say the ice cream is better, too.
This is good stuff.
And August may be the best because ice cream with peaches, peeled by hand when the good ones come in from Colorado.
When you taste that, what do you taste?
Tradition.
Here they double down on Minnesota nice, and the customers come back again and again.
People can be the grouchiest people in the world, but when they come up here and they walk away and they got that cone and they lick that curl off the top, I mean, that's, you did your job.
Here's to the Rebel DQ that is gleefully out of compliance. Harry Smith, NBC News, Moorhead, Minnesota.
A wonderful story for Moorhead. Mike Morkin sat down with Harry Smith when he came to town for this story. Tomorrow on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we'll take you behind the scenes.